Hey guys, it's Isaiah from Rennline. Today we're going to be installing I47 carbon fiber frunk liner for this Porsche. To start, we'll first need to remove some fender bolts along the top ridge here. We'll also need to remove the front molding where the latch system is, and if you do have a strut bar, we'll need to take that out. Now we're going to take out this front molding piece for the latch system. There are 4 bolts underneath here, 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 and here. All right, now that those 4 bolts are released, I'll be able to just pick this up. And now we'll also remove the bumperettes here. They just twist off. All right, for this next step, we're going to utilize the brackets that come with the I47 and the fender bolts that we took off originally. There are 2 different lengths of these brackets. 2 are for the rear near the blower motor fan shroud, and then the 4 short ones for along the fender. So one thing about these wonderful vehicles is the tolerancing. You might actually need to throw some washers in, depending on if your fender bolts had them or they didn't. Some slight adjustment might be needed. And don't torque these down quite yet because you will just want to adjust them. Luckily they are slotted. So just enough that you can still rotate it and move it as well. For the long brackets in the back, we're going to remove the 2 bolts that hold the blower motor shroud in place. All right, so we're gonna put the first piece in here on top of those brackets. Kind of goes underneath the fenders here, fender rails. And this is a good time where to see where your brackets line up. You might just need to slide them back or slide this forward depending on where everything meets. And remember, you can use washers to bump out those brackets as well. So as we put things in, we're going to tighten things as we go. So now that we have these brackets lined up with their mounting holes, we can tighten down the brackets. And then with the included hardware, the black pass faded screws will mount into those brackets. So this is the non-brake booster corner piece here that we'll be installing in the back along with the other corner piece. So after the driver's side corner is secure, we can move on to the next piece on the passenger side. So first things first on this corner piece, we're going to just slightly mount it down first before we tie it into the other piece. This will ensure that we're still lined up for the brackets and that the pieces are in tension together. So as we continue putting these last few pieces in, you'll start noticing a lot of tension. You have to kind of suck some parts in together, and it'll kind of suck everything in, especially when you put that last base piece in. Okay. Looking good. All right, for the last final piece, we're just going to drop it in and start securing it in the 4 corners, and I'll go around securing it to all the rest of the pieces. Basically just putting 1 screw into each piece, and that also considers the corners as well. Something that might help assist you get some of these last screws in and really suck everything together is putting an Allen key in one of the riv nuts and putting a little tension on it to bring it all flush together, especially when you don't have another hand to help you. Now with everything installed, we can finally replace the bumpers to the hood. Now that everything's installed, it's a good time to check, make sure every screw's tight and down. This concludes the install for I47 carbon fiber frunk liner. If you like more products like this, check out Rennline.com.